Hello. So I'm gonna get my hair out of my face first. My hair's a bit greasy, but I've used a bit of dry shampoo. So gonna do some makeup because I'm very bored. And I got some makeup for Christmas and some other bits for my birthday, which I haven't really used much. My birthday was September. So let's do this. I'm very bored and I'm recovering from an operation. So thought I would actually put some makeup on for the first time in about 3 weeks. First thing I'm gonna do is a bit of moisture in my skin. So I'm just gonna put some serum on. This one's from Revolution. It's the 5% caffeine solution and hyaluronic acid, which I mainly put under my eyes, but it's really nice on my skin as well. So I'm just gonna put a few droplets. And I mainly find that my cheeks get quite dry, and so does my forehead. Other than that, my nose and my chin are a little oily, so I try and balance that out by not putting too much oil on them. And then this is a really nice kind of primer and moisturizer from Soap & Glory. I've had this for like a year now. And those tubes where not very much comes out at one time, so you can't really overuse it. Good, I'm definitely gonna put lots of this on my eyelids because I'm gonna use lots of eyeshadow, and I wanna make sure that sets in nicely. And I guess a primer is, what is the purpose of a primer? I know it's moisturising your skin. I think it's to make sure your makeup doesn't like just sit or sink into your face too much, and it makes sure that your skin is flawless before you put it on. Let me know what the actual purpose of a primer is, but I know that it just makes the skin feel so much nicer before you put makeup on. And maybe it stops you from getting so many spots. Stops your... Yeah, now my skin is all prepped and primed. Now, a lot of people start with eyeshadow, but I always start with face. It just feels like I've put the base on, like I've started with the foundations first. And also the new palette that I've got, that I'll show you in a second, doesn't have any fallout. It's a really good quality eyeshadow, so I'm not going to be putting my eyeshadow on and worrying about it falling onto my face. So, foundation. I'm going to mix two colours together because I'm very pale, but I want a little bit of colour. So this foundation is too dark for me, but I'm going to combine it with another one. So this one is the Chanel Perfection Lumiere. My mum got this as part of a lovely free gift from her cancer support group, and she's given me some free makeup, so I'm a very lucky girl. Now I'm going to apply this with a flat foundation brush. I think I would probably use a combination of flat foundation brush and then my beauty blender, which is dirty, but it is washed, but it's dirty. So I'm going to combine this with a matte foundation, PS My Perfect Colour from Primark. So it's a very cheap foundation, but a very expensive one, and you'll find this. But yeah, I'm gonna make sure the colours, it gives me a nice bit of glow without making it look like an Oompa Loompa, but trying to blend into my natural skin tone. Make sure I really get in the creases of the nose and the eyes, and right up into the forehead, right into the hairline, definitely all the way down the neck, because as you can see, I'm pale. Oh, this is nice. Okay, so already feel a little bit more human. Now what I'm gonna do is, now that I've put that all in, is I'm just gonna have a little bit more of a lighter colour under the eyes. Okay, so I'm gonna do, kind of act like this is a bit more of a concealer. Let's work on this section because, oh, I hate the under eye section. Okay, now we're getting some. Now, this is a new product I just bought from Amazon. I always see Makeup Revolution everywhere online, so I thought give it a go. And it's pretty cheap. It was like £4, £5. This is a translucent baking powder. Now, I haven't really used a baking powder before. I've seen online that the first thing to do is apply your your liquid concealer, and then dab this on like a small amount to set it, and just make sure that it doesn't, get those creasy little holes here, so I can control the amount, which is good. And you know what, I'm gonna, oh, this is nice. Just gonna like leave it for a bit, because that's what you do with baking, isn't it? Bake it and leave it, and then I'll properly like blend it in later, but I'm just gonna let it sort of sit there for a bit, I think. A little bit down the centre of the nose. Okay, pretty happy with that. I'm not really a sort of powder person, but I really find that like when I watch tutorials online, they really use powder to Now what I'm gonna do is just do a really light base, like everywhere. But like only a tiny amount. The main kind of focus was around the eyes. I really like this product, and it's coming out a decent amount. I'm not worried about, you know, spilling it anywhere. I always find with pressed powders that if I keep it in my handbag and just carry it anywhere, it just breaks, and then it just turns into a loose powder anyway and gets really messy. So I prefer just a loose powder like this, where you can control the amount that's coming out, and it's gonna last me ages. Yes, I'm pretty happy with more now that I've set it there for a minute or so. I'm really happy with that. I'd set the makeup really nicely. I think it's gonna last a long time. So the time that my husband gets home, it will still be in place. Okay, so let's go with the eyeshadow. I'm excited for this, guys. Or should I go brows first? No, let's do brows after eyeshadow. Let's just get this exciting bit done. My husband bought me this for Christmas. The Natural Nudes by Too Faced. Born This Way, the Natural Nudes. Now, makeup artist who did my makeup for my wedding used this palette, and I've just been like obsessed with it online ever since. Really wanted it. Look how beautiful. You got these amazing mattes combined with shimmers. Now I've looked at a little guide, and I'm gonna go with this one because I just want a really nice smoky effect for my brown eyes. So it says blend cocoa into the brow bone and blend outwards. So cocoa, and I'm glad it names all the shades on the actual palette, so I don't have to look at some kind of guide. So yeah, it's cocoa there. So let's get like a brush. Oh, my brushes are kind of dirty, but never mind. It's so pretty that I don't even want to touch it. Okay, so into the brow bone and blend out. Whoa, that's pigmented. Jesus. I might have to remove a little bit, you know. So much for trying to build it up slowly. Jesus. See, this is what I should have been doing in the first place. Just a little bit. Rather than wow. I'm very impressed. This didn't disappoint. Mine is down so much. Just come on. Wow. Okay. I never really know how much to put like these outer bits. I've seen so many old pictures of myself on Facebook where I've literally got nothing, and then like blob here on the outside corner, and I'm just laughing at all of my makeup mistakes I've made through the years, and I'll probably still continue to make. Like I used to do blue mascara. That was a moment. The old 2010, 2011 blue mascara make moment. Don't know where that came from. I also have like a picture where I've got like silver eyeliner. Like smoky eye was quite good, but then have like silver eyeliner over the top. Well, I have had some good moments where I've done like really neutral moment and then like red lip, which is always good. Wow, guys, this is literally one shade. It looks already incredible. I could just leave it like, okay, so I've done the coat. I've done step one. I've got 3 more steps to go. Sweep truffle into the crease and smoke into the lower lash line. I'm gonna use a smaller brush. When it's got even little like the little words. Can you see that? Born This Way on it. So I literally didn't even touch it, but hey, it's what it's here for. Okay, into the crease and smoke into the low. Oh, I see. So we're doing like a little wing moment. This is a crease. Yeah, I'm trying to think of what other disastrous makeup moments I've had. Probably a plenty. The blue mascara is definitely one. The silver eyeliner is definitely one. Yeah, just strange eyeshadow moment. Very like crazy blusher as well. Like crazy blusher, like a lot of blusher. This is gonna be my most epic eyeshadow to date. I can feel it. Just get the right brushes and the right eyeshadow. And you, girl, are good to go. I'm gonna blend this a little bit more. I'm just getting the main bits on now. Okay. Don't really know how to do it. Like those circular motions. Let's sweep this one out a bit more. That's better. I think we should get the main pack done. Okay, my older brush is a sparkler in the brush, but no. I'm just gonna use my finger into the outer crease. Okay. Nice. And now that's made that lovely truffle shade nice and shimmery on top. Oh wow. Ooh. Okay. Terrible lighting, but okay, now it says press golden light into the you know what, I'm gonna use a little pressing. This is the one I'm gonna use, like a one I use for pressing into the lid and highlight the inner corner. Yeah, this is how she did my makeup for the wedding was like put this in there. It's like the perfect gold shimmer. Now I'm just gonna use over absolutely everything with this brush. Wow. Okay. You just have a moment. Okay, now this doesn't actually say this in my tutorial, but this is something I'm gonna do myself. Get an angled brush. It's that lovely truffle shade, the darkest one. Yeah, I find that a little bit darker. So what I'm gonna do is combine that with cocoa, which is the slightly lighter one. Don't like what I've done there, so I'm going to remove it. It's just too dark, guys. It makes me look like Britney Spears in her Instagram videos. Sorry, Britney. Now it's like, where the hell am I makeup remover? Sorry guys, I'm very slow because of my preparation. Oh, that's better. It's not quite as thick. That's kind of like what I used to do with my makeup as well. I just put way too much dark, like under and over with nothing else. That's nice now, so literally just go over the cocoa. That's better. And then when I put my mascara on, it will all mix. I just love that golden light colour so much. Just gonna get a little bit of crap off my nose. See, look, that's what I mean. Like, I had like no fallout at all. But I am just gonna go over my eyes with the baking one more time because I used that, you know, but eyeshadow way too much, and then I had to take it off, and then I had nothing under my eye. Okay, brows. I never really know where to use my eye pencil or use this eye pencil. I'm gonna use my normal eye pencil. This is just a, pretty sure this is like a Rimmel one. I'm gonna put it like thicker on the inner corner, and then try not to have it too stringy at the end. See, this is another thing that I find funny about looking back at my old pictures is how much I over-plucked my eyebrows. Oh my god, it's terrible. I didn't even discover like eye pencil until like 10 years ago. Like from like 18, first started making makeup, all the way up to the age of 22, I never really used eye pencil until I went to a shoot, and then it was like, whoa, game changer. But I don't like to have them too dark because my hair is fairly light, so nothing worse than having like bleach blonde hair and then black eyebrows. It's a nice natural look. I don't like have them feathery or anything like that, but brushing them upwards kind of helps them to make sure they don't go down. Eyebrow trends are such a weird thing because they were like thin for a while and now they're so thick, now they're like feathery. Try not to have them like too square on the end. I didn't use any eyeliner on my wedding day, but I'm gonna use a teeny tiny bit today. Quite good at eyeliner. This one's Rimmel, Exaggerate. This one is my favourite one. This one's my MAC mascara. I got this as part of an amazing set from my work colleagues for my birthday, and oh, this is the best mascara. I've used so many different mascaras over the years, but this one is the best, the number one. It's a nice brush because it's like makes it precise, but it literally you need a few strokes and like boom, gets them up and going. Teeny tiny bit lower lash line. It's really difficult. So second best to this one is Clinique. Yeah, but MAC definitely wins the game with this mascara. In Extreme Dimension 3D Black Lash. There you go. It doesn't clump. It's quite a wet mascara though, so try not to cry. Always get a teeny, that's what I mean, it's quite wet, so sometimes it will transfer into your eyebrow, into your eye. Happy with that. Oh, and so I mean about being wet. It's the only problem with it. I need to find a decent like mascara without being wet. Beautiful. Apart from I just want to do it. Oh yes, 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 yes. Right, we're done. Okay, either done, guys. Now let's move on to the combination of some like a peachy bronze with some highlighter, and then we're pretty much done, and we'll do lips. So this is by Too Faced again. We love Too Faced. Peach, perfect. My husband got me for this for my birthday, not this year, but last year. It's beautiful. I'm gonna use like a medium brush here. Again, it's got this lovely, a bit like that Revolution one where it comes out nicely. She says, filling it all over her hand, but it's got those holes so you can control the amount that comes out. You can kind of, what I actually like to do is put a little bit into the lid, stuff it in. Then you're gonna go for a small hand stay because I'm gonna do a kind of smile. I'm gonna follow a rough line between this part of my hairline downwards, and then kind of through into my, much like Kim Kardashian doing her YouTube tutorial. She always talks about contouring into the number 3. She blended in really nicely into my foundation. And literally just like little sprinkles, not much. Better to work outwards in because you don't want to just go bleh. No, I've learned in my 30s that less is more when it comes to bronze and brush. Don't want to look like the 2010 version of myself. We want to look like the 2022 version of myself. Oh, this just goes so nicely with the eyeshadow as well. Feeling much more glam. Wonderful, okay. And now I'm going to transfer this onto a smaller brush. I'm going to use some Hourglass. Love Hourglass highlighter. I'm going to go with this peachy one here. They're all very similar when they come out onto the face. This Hourglass one I've had for like 2 years. It's just so beautiful. I got bought it actually. Quite expensive. Like online it's about 60 quid. This is why it's stunning. I literally just put it above. And right there. Stunning. Now this is another thing from MAC that got as part of the set that my friends from work got me. Is a MAC strobe cream. I'm just gonna put a teeny tiny bit. This is pretty much a highlighter as well, so I won't go too crazy. I'm just gonna put a drop. And it works really well on top of that powder as well. Like the powder's all set in place. Okay. Now the highlight and the bronze and the blush. I don't really like blush on because that bronzer is kind of peachy, so it's kind of between a bronze and a blush. Okay. Now I'm gonna finish with lips. So this one my husband got me for Christmas, as well as that eyeshadow, because I told him where to look at and lookfantastic.com. It's the NYX Professional Makeup Matte Lip Liner in the shade Fetish. Ooh, I told my husband to get the Fetish shade. It's quite a light one, but I've got those sort of peachy golden things on my eyes, so you know, let's go to natural lip today. Could end up probably being too light, but never mind. You can always combine it with other things. Okay, and then I'm going to use the MAC. This is again part of my work colleague set they got me. And this is Honey Love. It goes out really nicely with that hair planner. And very nice nude natural shade. MAC lipsticks are very famous for staying in place all day. Shifting. I feel like this inner eyelid is not taking into it as much. That's better. I'm gonna put a teeny tiny bit of strobe cream on the lips just to highlight it a little gloss. Yes. Okay guys, to finish. The MAC's Fix It. So this is a fixing skin refresher. Basically to set the makeup all in place. Amazing. What do you think? Give it a bit of a zhuzh. There we have it. Feeling some better light.